If you are trying to play your own enemy, how can I help?
I want to go for higher studies, mostly in abroad. But at the same time, I feel little bit responsibility towards my family. They are not emotionally prepared to send me so far from them.
What is meant by emotional lack of preparation in sending the girl abroad?
That means they want their child to be with them.
Are you with them right now?
Right now, I'm with them.
Where are they?
It is like
Where are they?
when we are living abroad, it's not completely like we are not free that much there. Okay, we are having weekends, okay? We are having weekends here also.
Convince yourself, don't convince me, because it's not this track. The track is something else. Often, in the name of financial pressure, what we are really kneeling down to is something else.
We're just fresh out of our session with Acharya Prashant sir, and I'm really honored to be part of it. Usually when you think of spiritual or philosophical speakers, you don't have a pretty good image in mind.
Yeah, I was just trying to add on to her point that maybe going abroad, she also feels responsibility for her parents, and she might also feel selfish for leaving them alone.
Had I had a daughter, she would have been your age. How old am I? Do I look that frail, that old, that I need a daughter to lean on? Do I? So yes, the option that you said of immediately taking up a job, that is a viable option. But the question is, why is a particular option being chosen?
All his answers and his beautiful responses to our question just gave us a lot of insight that we would not have come to conclusion on our own. So again, NIT is very, very honored to have him in our presence today.
Good evening, sir. So my question basically revolves around responsibility. Even though you talk a lot about responsibility, but I was not very much satisfied with it. So I'm a final year student and I want to pursue my career in higher studies. I want to go for higher studies, mostly in abroad. But at the same time, I feel a little bit responsibility, both financially and emotionally, towards my family. I want to start earning soon so that I can support them. Even though they never restricted me from doing further studies, but they are not emotionally prepared to send me so far from them. And while I was in this dilemma,
What is meant by emotional lack of preparation in sending a girl away? Elaborate.
Not a girl, their child.
You are a girl, right? We'll be specific. Yes. What is meant by emotional lack of preparation in sending the girl abroad? What exactly is that? Does that mean? We don't want any vagueness. Very specifically, yes. What is meant by that?
That means they want their child to be with them.
Are you with them right now?
Right now I'm with them.
Where are they?
It is like...
Where are they? Where are they?
I can be there anytime. Like
Even if you're abroad, you can be there anytime. Still, you'll be taking a flight. From there also, you'll be taking a flight. From here, the flight is 3 hours. From there, it is 8 hours. That's all.
But sir, it is not that much easy, I guess.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, we are having a
You
job.
go to the airport. You take the boarding pass. You take your seat. It is that easy.
No, sir. It is like...
No. It is something else.
Yes, it is something else.
What is something else? Tell me.
Like when we are living abroad, it's not completely like we are not free that much there. Okay, we are having weekends, okay? We are having weekends here also. We can go there and...
Convince yourself, don't convince me, because it's not this track. The track is something else. Yes, in fact, you have more holidays there than you have here.
Finance is also some issue, sir. Like tickets...
You
here
earn more there. If the ticket is expensive, your earning too is higher there.
Expenses are also higher there.
हाँ तो ठीक है. Salary भी high है.
Expenses are also high, sir.
ठीक है. You save more. That's why people go abroad, right? Because they save more there and then they remit. They save so much that they send back to their country.
But what I was telling, I want to go for higher studies, not for a job.
Right.
So I do have a little expenses there. So it is not easy for me to travel that much frequently.
So then the problem you're stating is not India versus abroad. It is versus immediate earning versus 2 years of delay.
Yeah.
Versus 2 years of delay. It boils down to this then. Okay, right. So how big is the financial crunch at home?
It is big.
It is big, then you must take up a job.
But what about dreams?
You should not talk about it. Dreams are meant to be put under the shoe and squashed.
So, like, should I remove this
See,
truth
I cannot
from
do
my
it for
life?
you. First of all, you have to admit that you want to stand up for what you think right. I can't do it for you. If you are trying to play your own enemy, how can I help? The arguments that you are forwarding are all arguments of the lawyer practicing against you.
But sir, you still haven't heard my full question.
Okay, please tell.
Can I take the book there?
Yes, yes. No, don't quote from the book. The author is here. The book is not needed.
So it is basically, if duty feels heavy, it was never truly yours. Authentic responsibility uplifts, fake responsibility enslaves. So
Why are you quoting from this chapter? It's a very dangerous chapter. It is saying if duty feels happy, it was never truly yours. And don't read that chapter.
I just wanted to ask, what is the basic difference between authentic responsibility and emotional attachment?
See, I'll tell you. I was in the same seat once. After my MBA, I worked in the corporate for 3 years. I had an education loan to pay and some other financial liabilities. But that was the fact. And I was utterly convinced that there is no option but to take up a job if I want to clear myself of the monetary burden. So I did take up a job. But that was not to meet somebody else's expectations. So yes, the option that you said of immediately taking up a job, that is a viable option. But the question is, why is a particular option being chosen? Yes, you can choose to forsake your studies and maybe work now, maybe go for further studies 3 or 4 years later. Even that is possible. But the question is whether the arguments that you are presenting are truthful. That is the question. In the sense that I really did have a financial liability. There was a bank standing on my head and there were heavy EMIs to be paid. So there was a real financial burden. Is the burden equally real in your case? If it is, then proceed.
So can you please explain what is this word authentic responsibility?
There is no need.
No, sir, I
If the
really
burden
wanted
is
to know.
real, then you must give up on your desire to study further. Because one must not live in debt, frankly. If there is a real debt to clear, then you must proceed, clear the debt, or find out a way where you can study while clearing your debt. Maybe there is a place that offers you a scholarship. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe you can find a way to work part-time. I don't know. You'll have to figure that out. But I might be totally wrong, but my hunch is often in the name of financial pressure, what we are really kneeling down to is something else. But because that something else is not nice enough to be named, what we quote is financial pressure. I might be wrong. Only you know what your domestic situation is. And only you know what is that debt figure that you need to clear. I knew my figure. And I knew as a fact that this is the number of months I need to work. This is the kind of salary I need to draw. And I'll then be totally free. And I worked with discipline. I earned my salary. I cleared my debt. I established the organization immediately after that.
So is it a fake responsibility?
I don't know. Only you can know. How do I know your balance sheet? How do I know what really is the amount that you are carrying in your head? How do I know? You have to be honest towards yourself. Please. Very honest. Huh? I was carrying not one but multiple loans. But I said, and they were supposed to be cleared off in 8 years. I settled them in 3 years flat. I cut down on every possible expense. Said, but I have to be free. This has to stop. So if that honesty is there, then any decision that you take will be great. If that honesty is not there, then we can have supporting arguments for any kind of decision. Figure out how much money is really needed at home, really. And how much is a mere demand or a desire. What I needed to the bank was something that really needed to be paid. What you are thinking of paying at home, how much of that is a real need and how much of that is a mere demand or desire or expectation. You need to be sorted on that.
I'll also add on to that. Maybe that what she also wants to say is that responsibility comes from her too. Like she wants to take care of her parents, and while going abroad, she might seem selfish for leaving them all alone.
Why aren't you speaking? So why aren't you uttering this? Huh? I didn't give you a chance. Oh my God. This big a mic you are carrying, as big as mine. Then there'll be more questions that you'll need to ask yourself. How many siblings? 3. Then how come all the responsibility has fallen on the girl's head? I'm the
Middle child.
So neither the eldest nor the smallest. What rule of existence puts it all on the middle one?
Sir, it does not depend like
How many
where
brothers,
your
how many sisters?
elder brother and younger sister.
Elder brother, younger sister. So a lot of diversity in everything. And yet everything is falling upon you squarely. How come?
Like they are not forcing anything. from
Nothing
me.
is ever forced.
Yes, sir.
That
I
would
feel
look
that
ugly.
responsibility.
That would look ugly. Nothing is ever forced in a tangible way. I'm allowing myself to look ugly so that I can counter ugliness. Who will want to push you in an ugly way? The husband pushes the wife for sex. Does he do that in an ugly way? No, the way is kept fine. The desire is something else. The way is all right. Oh, I love you so much, come to the bed. Or I have brought this new jewelry thing for you, come to the bed. The way is kept sweet, gentle, polite, loving in appearance. But there is something else at work inwardly. What is that thing? That's what you have to uncover.
Can you repeat your point, Devika? Because your add-on. You added something.
Yeah, I was just trying to add on to her point that maybe going abroad, she also feels responsibility for her parents, and she might also feel selfish for leaving them alone.
Okay, tell me, you know the kind of country we are moving to become. It is for a reason that you want to go abroad. How is it not love towards your parents? If you manage to get a footing there and within a few years you are able to take your parents, won't they have a better time? Won't they get to spend their old age in a better way abroad? So you will be spending time with them, a lot of time, right? They'll be close to retiring now. Right? If you are settled there, why can't you call them for a few months every year and be with them? 5 months, 6 months every year. Why not? Why not? Because that happens. 80% of my batchmates, they are all abroad. And they call their parents there. Some have permanently called their parents there.
Sir, before getting settled there comes a point when you are jobless there and you are still studying there. So that's the
So that's fine. उसमें क्या हो गया? अभी तो parents won't be that old, ना? How old are you?
I'm 21.
I'm 21. Had I had a daughter, she would have been your age. How old am I? How old am I? Do I look that frail, that old, that I need a daughter to lean on? Do I? What is it about supporting the old father? That's me. Come to support me, I'll push you away.
So you said if we are clear about something, if we understand, it will happen. So if someone is thinking of some imaginary obstacles, they are making it, they have a lawyer against themselves, as you said. They are making it, they are convincing themselves that we will not do it. So I believe first you
It's
need.
very difficult then, very, very difficult. Very difficult. Once somebody is arguing against herself, it becomes an impossible battle to assist in. You may stand there as a helper, but how can you help someone who is hell-bent on defeating herself or himself? No gender bias, sorry. I face this daily. Some point I actually feel like giving up.
Hello, Namaskaram, sir. Sir, my question is, what is the real definition of living an outrageous life? Like you today mentioned in this talk.
It's outrageous to those who stare at it from the stands. For you, it is just very natural. Life which is natural to the free one will definitely look outrageous to the unfree ones. So you don't really have to live outrageously. You simply have to live naturally, freely, lovingly. But when you live this way, then the bystanders, they will all quip. Oh, such an outrageous person. What an outrageous life. I mean, wild, mad, eccentric. You'll be taunted like that. It will be outrageous not to you. To you, it will appear simple. The right life is a simple life.
Sir, the life of like Bhagat Singh and those people,
Yeah.
isn't it
It is outrageous to those who look at it from afar. Oh my God. Parents will say, no, my son should not become like Bhagat Singh. Otherwise, he'll be hanged at 22. What an outrageous life Bhagat Singh lived. But to Bhagat Singh, his life was simple, cool, natural, free.
Yes, I got it.
Hi, my name is Rick Bhandari. I have been connected with Acharya ji for the last 4 years almost. My journey with him started by YouTube. I started perusing his videos on YouTube, and YouTube gave me a good exposure to Acharya ji's views on a lot of societal matters, veganism, environmental awareness. Also, he was nudging in those videos to go beyond and discover who I am or who we are, what is the truth behind all of this. During that time, I got contacted by the Gita community volunteers, and they motivated me and they encouraged me to join the Gita community through the app, and that was a turning point in my journey. I can clearly say that I wasn't sure what I would get out of the app, the Gita community, when I began, but after a few months, when I started going through the contents of that community, and especially the words of wisdom that Acharya ji has shared on the Vedanta, Upanishads, Ashtavakra Gita, Bhagavad Gita, they are a true revelation in our time. In this day and age, I don't think anyone has given more clarity and spoken more directly about these epics with that level of clarity. I think that is priceless wisdom that is lying in the Gita community and on that app, which isn't available anywhere else. I've gone through a lot of lecturers, a lot of gurus, a lot of ashrams, heard a lot of people, but the amount of clarity that Acharya ji was able to provide to me through his assimilated lectures on the Gita community, that is absolutely priceless, and I am indebted to him greatly for that. So from my perspective, now whoever I meet and they say that I'm listening to Acharya Prashant or I know who Acharya Prashant is, I tell them, try out the app, because the app is at a nominal cost these days. They have reduced the cost substantially, and what lies in there is truly priceless, is truly revolutionary. If you are interested in diving deeper, please, the YouTube videos are only the topmost layer. There is an ocean underneath, and that ocean lies on the community. On the community, Acharya ji comes live every day. He does a Q&A session. We get to understand his views on present day topics as well. But what he has assimilated in that app in terms of his curated lectures, it's truly priceless wisdom. I don't think that is available anywhere else. And there are no words that I can say to motivate people to just go and try it out. It is truly phenomenal. So if you are in this journey, I will ask you, definitely try out that Gita community. The lectures on there are priceless and they are revolutionary in every essence of its word. Thank you, Acharya ji, for doing this to me and for doing this for all of us. Namaste.